You can believe everything you read on the internet about preventing COVID-19. False. There is lots of information on the internet, and lots of it is not true. Let's clear the air about some of the rumors we have heard. First, gargling with warm salt water can make a sore throat feel better, but it has no effect on SARS-CoV-2. Vinegar doesn't do anything either. Next, although garlic is known to be a healthy food that has some antimicrobial properties, there is no evidence that eating garlic protects people against COVID-19. Drinking alcohol also does not protect against COVID-19. And drinking too much alcohol can be dangerous. How about the weather? Being in hot or cold climates does not protect you against COVID-19. The virus spreads in all climates. And finally, inhaling steam from boiled eucalyptus leaves might feel good, but it doesn't get rid of COVID-19. Cleansing yourself or your environment with sage, cedar, and other smudges, drinking traditional medicinal teas, and steaming with cedar and other medicines are things that may be beneficial for your environment and your spiritual and physical well-being. But these practices don't get rid of COVID-19. Check with your trusted traditional healer and your medical doctor to identify the best practices to ensure your health and well-being. As you can see, there are many myths around SARS-CoV-2 and COVID-19. We encourage you to do some research to find out more, and don't assume that everything you read online is a fact. Look for trustworthy sources like your doctor, your local health department, the United States Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and the World Health Organization. You can also check out our website at www.preventcovid.org for answers to many of the most common questions. So in all the talk about research to prevent COVID-19, have you heard about monoclonal antibodies? Sounds like a complicated scientific term, right? Well, they're actually pretty simple. Antibodies are what our bodies use to fight infections. We all have them. But some people make special antibodies that are super powerful and do a better job of fighting diseases. These super powerful antibodies can be copied by scientists in a lab, and they make bazillions of copies. But wait, let me back up. See, the reason people get a vaccine is to teach the body how to make antibodies for a specific disease. Then your own body could become like an antibody factory, making lots of antibodies to protect you. The antibodies we make naturally last a really long time. And if we're ever exposed to the real disease, our body remembers and can make more antibodies fast. But what if you're an older adult whose body isn't as strong and doesn't make as many antibodies? Or what if you're getting treatment for another illness and your ability to make antibodies is weaker as a result? Some people's bodies might not be able to respond to a vaccine as well. So that's where the monoclonal antibodies come in. What if we could skip the vaccine and just give people the antibodies directly, instead of waiting for their body to make them naturally? Scientists take those bazillions of antibodies that they copied and put them in liquid. Doctors can then give them to people through an IV. This is when a needle is put in your vein and the antibodies flow from a sterile bag of liquid right into your bloodstream. Sometimes the antibodies can be given in a way called SC, which stands for subcutaneous. That means the liquid goes through the needle and in between the layers of your skin, usually in a place where you have some body fat, like your belly or your thigh. But since your body didn't learn how to make its own antibodies from the vaccine, if you get monoclonal antibodies, you have to keep getting them every few months because the lab-made antibodies don't last as long. So, even though the vaccine studies seem to be talked about on the news more often, we want you to know we're doing studies of monoclonal antibodies too. We want to find ways to prevent COVID-19 that will help all different kinds of people, and that includes people who might not do as well with a vaccine. For more information, visit www.preventcovid.org and check out the science page to learn more.
Face masks can reduce your chances of getting SARS-CoV-2, but the primary purpose of face masks is to protect others from you in case you are infected, especially if you are not showing symptoms. It is recommended to wear well-fitting, multi-layer cloth masks, including homemade masks, to help prevent transmitting the coronavirus to other people. You may also want to consider wearing 2 masks, which can offer additional protection if your mask is a little loose and doesn't fit snugly around your nose and mouth.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇದು ಶಾಂತಪ್ಪ ಜಡಮ್ಮನವರ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸಬ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು. ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ಷಣ ಕರೋನಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ದಾಳಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕರೋನಾ ಎನ್ನುವ ಹುಚ್ಚು ಕುದುರೆಯನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಿಹಾಕುವ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೋನಾ ಕಲ್ಲಿಗಳು ಎನ್ನುವ ತಂಡವನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ವೇದನೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಿವೇದನೆಯನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಫೋನ್ ನಂಬರ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ತಾವು ತಿಳಿಸಬಹುದಾಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ತಂಡ ನೀಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ಸೇವೆಗಳೆಂದರೆ ಉಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಆಹಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಕರೋನಾ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ತಲುಪಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಆಂಬ್ಯುಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೇವೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ನೀಡುತ್ತೇವೆ. ತದನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಸಿಲಿಂಡರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ದೊರೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಹ ನಾವು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೇವೆ. ಇದಾದ ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಬೆಡ್ಗಳು ಖಾಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಹ ನಾವು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೇವೆ. ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕರೋನಾಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ನೋಡಲ್ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳ ಅಧಿಕೃತ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯನ್ನು ಸಹ ನಾವು ನಿಮಗೆ ನೀಡ್ತೇವೆ. ನಾವು ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ನಂಬರ್ಗಳು ಅಧಿಕೃತವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತು ವೆರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೇವೆ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮನವಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದ್ದವರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸಹಕರಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ವಿನಂತಿ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.